All right. Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and the glory unto YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI Dash. Double honors to the apostles and unto the elders of Great Millstone, GMS, who taught me this truth. Honors to the brethren in the Hakim that's been pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And to Wadi YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI for allowing me to come back with another lesson. And not quite sure what the title of this lesson is going to be, but it's pretty much just going based off of 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter, in particular, because, we're seeing all these things happening throughout the world. You see the uproars in South Africa. You see, due to the, I believe the central bank, they uproar and, Benjamin out there going crazy. You got, I believe, in Ohio, they're closing down the water or the bridge, if I'm not mistaken. I forget what it was. It was either the bridge or, they're cutting off the water supply. Missiles going off. Ukraine and Russia still proceeding on. So we're seeing all these things in the world, and we are, at the end. We are in these times, and we have to measure out the times, just to know what time that we're in, and continue to, work and watch and do the best that we possibly can, especially in these times, But this is 2nd Esdras 9:1, and it says, and he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou see the part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's right. We're coming into that time, and it says, which I have told thee before, because all that which is happening, the Heavenly Father, he has declared it, even from the beginning. This is Isaiah 46 and verse 10. And it says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And that's right. And the counsel of YAHAWASHI, that is what will stand. And we're in this time, man, without a doubt. Verse 2, it says, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and we're seeing that. We're seeing the uproars in South Africa, and really throughout the world. And it says, and then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things that were like. Then it said, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things that were like those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. You see that? So even from the beginning, that's just why I just brought out Isaiah 46 and 10. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. And that's right. And we are without a doubt at the end. We just need to, the main thing that needs to really truly happen, to be fully installed, is the implantation of the mark of the beast. And once that happens, that's when things and time is going to move very, very quickly. And we can't wait, brothers. We're hastening to this day. We got to be hastening, until the coming of the day of YAHAWAH. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. So when you least expect it, which is going to come as a thief in the night to the people who just ain't considering the times that we're in. That's why we want to watch, as well as pray, so that we may be accounted worthy to escape these things, that shall come to pass. Luke chapter 21 verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. And that's right. So we want to be watching and praying always, so that we're worthy enough to escape the time of trouble to come. Because when you go to Jeremiah chapter 30 7, it says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And that's right. And that he is talking about the elect. And we're coming into this time of Jacob's trouble. Oh, and man, what was it? I forget where it was. There's so many things that are going down. I think what I'm gonna start doing now is I'm probably gonna be making more lessons on my tablet, because I could go there and I could pull up. I could have tabs ready, just so that I have all these things. Through the Spirit, I'm gonna start doing that now. Rather than hitting the home screen trying to look it up. I'm gonna start doing that now. Now that I have my tablet. Lord willing, I don't want to die. But yeah, we're coming to this time of trouble. But there was something that there was rolling blackouts as well. I forget where it was. I might be somewhere in Africa, if I'm not mistaken. But they just keep on having rolling blackouts, and that's coming here to Babylon, because there will be darkness which will be felt here. Let's go back to 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and 1. And it says, verse 5, "For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest." And that's right. So it says, "Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs." And it says, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith whereby ye have believed." And that's right. So that's why we gotta, always make sure we're doing what we're doing, brothers. No matter what, without fail. And it says, verse 8, right here, it says, "Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning." And that's right. And we hope and pray that we are these ones that are sanctified from the beginning, that were ordained, that were preserved, predestined, Lord willing. But we're coming into these times, brothers. We're in the times where, the Lord YAHAWASHI, he spake of these things aforetime, which they applied to the time and when he was on the scene, and they applied to the time in which we're in now. This is Matthew 24 and 3. "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world?" And so the disciples asked the Lord, what's going to be the sign? Well, what can you give us, to show, or what can we look for to know that, when you're going to come, when you're going to return, and when is going to be the end of the world? And the Lord told him. And it says, "And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." So all these things, and we're hearing the wars and the rumors of wars. See, but we're not supposed to be troubled, Really, we're supposed to, we're rejoicing, because the things in which we're speaking of, it's finally here. I mean, it's undeniable. I mean, you people can't deny it no more. And those of you that do, you want this place to keep on going, but to everything there's the beginning and there is an end. Verse 7, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences." And we see that where that chemical where all the chemicals in the water and in the air, down there in Ohio, where that's a pestilence right there, man. And it says, "In earthquakes in diverse places." All of these are the beginning of sorrows. You see, so all these things are just the beginning of the end. All these are just the beginning of it. The Lord, he's just getting things started. He's just getting the car warmed up, so to speak. "Then answered," it says, "Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake." And that's right. So some of us are going to be afflicted. Some of us are going to be killed, and we're going to be hated. But it's all good, because it's for YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And that's right. We're going to see this here real soon. Just as second Esdras goes into friends shall fight as if they were enemies. And we're going to see this 100%. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You see that? Ain't going to be too much love out here. But verse 13, it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And that's right. And this is what we want to have our mindset on, is enduring it to the end so that we may be saved. Out of warm up desire, we be found in that number. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end here through the Spirit. I pray this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. As always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and unto the elders, great millstone, GMS for timing this truth. Honors to the brethren in the Akim that's been pushing out this truth with all sincerity and in faith. And to Wadi YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI for allowing me to come back with another lesson. And it's on to the next one. Shalom.